If you don't mind seeing me chew on
Well,
the video, then I am ready.
Same
All
here.
right.
I like having that as the intro.
That was the intro. Hey, everybody. This is the Swords of Jordoba original D&D, Swords and Wizardry. Want to remind everybody to please subscribe to the channel and give to the Patreon, which is patreon.com/Uncle Matt. And here we have our doughty and highly reliable group of adventurers, starting with Ala Fedorova, Liz Stewart, the inimitable James Hazeltine, Jim Wampler, Shane Noble, and last but not least, Skeeter Green.
Whatever. I'm out of here. I'm not doing this.
Okay, so you guys have returned from the alternate world of Jordoba. You managed to do St. Muriel's bidding of rescuing your fairly bizarre counterparts that apparently existed in that secondary material plane, and you've returned back to your own world of Jordoba. You are in the city. Couple things have already happened. I know that Jim already went and got his wand of fireballs recharged, which isn't going to make Thibodeau happy.
Too soon.
Too soon, I know, right? Then we've got a couple other things for the clerics in the party. It is common for clerics to work with more than one god, because it's not sort of Christian evangelism, jealous God sort of situation. Everybody believes in all the gods, and when you're on one of the sides of either intricacy or ruination or whatever it might be, you're working a little bit more closely with the other temples, and so a lot of people have more than one deity that they are working with as their patrons, and so real quick for our two clerics, we're going to jump to a random determination. I guess the first thing is, Liz, you worship Mitra. There are three different aspects of Mitra: Mitra the Just, Mitra the Lawgiver, and Mitra the Merciless. Which one of those three sounds right for you?
Well, as cool as Mitra the Merciless sounds, because I think of Ming the Merciless, I'm afraid I'm going to have to say that Artemisia is almost certainly with Mitra the Just.
Okay, Mitra the Just, that's going to be our lawful good sort of aspect of Mitra.
Oh, no.
And
yeah.
Let me put on my shocked face.
Stop eating people.
I did.
Never.
I
Stop eating
don't.
people,
I don't
or
know
we
about
go-
this.
or we go all Mitra the Merciless on you. For your second deity, we're going to just roll some random dice here and see what we get. I rolled a 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Omtho, the god of preparation and readiness.
Woohoo! I ready my iron rations.
That was my
Oh, my
favorite
goodness.
name on the list, was Omtho, for sure.
You guys could trade if you want to. Let me see who our other one is. 18 to 5 is 23, and we'll count from the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Preparation and readiness
5, 6,
has nothing to do with this party.
10, 11, 12.
I am prepared with Plan H.
Whoa! Excellent, because all the previous plans failed.
So you're using preparation H.
I
Yes.
am.
All right,
Thank you for that.
Jim, your other patron deity is Metalis, the god of heroic deeds and impossible attempts.
That's
I
a little
think I have to kind of stick with that one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That seems
Dream,
a little bit...
impossible dream.
Yeah, that seems a little bit more up, especially St. Muriel, impossible feats. That's kind of our wheelhouse.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
It is a little bit.
All right, so we've got Metalis and Omtho as additional deities that are involved in the mix. Then the next thing is that Tovak, who was in a store that prints pictures and books with various sorts of, specialties and niches. It's a sort of a niche bookseller. But Tovak did notice while there a letter that was lying out on the counter that was printed out by the Council of Liches in the city, telling all booksellers to report anybody who tries to sell them a copy of Bulsifos's, is that right? Bulsifos's Concocticon, which is apparently a book of flavors and magical properties that's been stolen from the Imperial Library.
And the plot hook landed. Boom!
The Concocticon.
All right,
Hey,
so
Thibodeau, I can't read most of this, but it has flavor in it, and I
seen
know
flavor.
you're good
I
at
got the
flavor.
flavor for it. That's all we got.
yeah, so Tovak probably comes back with the letter itself.
Exactly. He's like, guys, I can't read most of this, but it says flavor, and that's the only word I know because Thibodeau taught it to me.
And so, so there's that going on now. At the same time as all of this, Rekestric, you have a Tengu messenger waiting for you at the inn.
Okay.
And he says, if it's okay with you, Yazak would like to meet with all of your friends in a public place in the middle of the Council of Murders.
To which Rekestric says, I have no friends.
Yeah, you mean my associates?
You mean my business associates?
Yeah.
Well, yes. You
Okay, when?
I thought the word friend was the appropriate one to use in common tongue, but we don't have such a.
It's
A
pretty
term in
close.
Tengu.
I'll start speaking to him in Goblin because now that's my native language. Yeah. When? What time?
2 hours.
Okay. I just gotta find him.
Okay, so you go looking for everybody, and you're able to locate them on the balcony of a bar.
Holy shit balls! That's amazing.
We're partying.
So yeah, you guys are.
Dope. Holy shit.
Yeah.
God, the sculpts are great.
I'll click on that so that people can see it, since it's getting a boss response there.
Look
So
at that, man.
from left to right, we've got Thibodeau, who is drinking a half pint of ale. Then we've got Lethe in the white, and then there's Tovak sort of glowering around the corner of one of the pillars. Then there's Elijah, and it looks like Rekestric is hidden behind one of the pillars. So, Rekestric peek out for the group photograph there. And
I'm gonna feel really bad when we blow up this part of town.
yeah, see,
It looks great.
and
It does seem to be sort of inevitable, doesn't it?
it does.
Oh, yeah.
There is a sad inevitability about the whole thing.
It really is.
Yeah. Has anybody met us?
No, that's why you were.
That's why weren't they allowed us into their inn?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
You reached this one by process of elimination from the ones that didn't know who you were.
It doesn't take much to kick us out.
Well, the only real damage we did was in another dimension, so we're still sort of safe-ish here.
Anybody want to remind Skeeter about the earthquake?
No,
And
We're
the
rebuilding.
5-foot-tall centipede.
that's when I was an elf. That doesn't count. That was a whole lifetime ago.
That's literally a different Skeeter. Different
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't us, it was divine powers manifesting
Yeah.
in glorious ways. We don't control these things. We are just subjects of the divine powers.
It was a giant caterpillar. We just have the little egg of the caterpillar now. So it's all good. Clean slate.
Okay, so that's the. So you guys, after getting together on the at the balcony party, after locating where it was that your compatriots had how far they'd had to go before they would find a place that would let them in. You tell them that you've got the meeting with Yazak, and you guys go over to the Council of Murders. And Yazak's got a table that's far away from anybody else, and he is sitting there with two other people, one of whom actually appears to be a hobgoblin, which you've never seen other than Rekestric. You've never seen that in the city before. And the other one is a halfling.
I have a question.
Yep.
On the way to the meeting, I'm going to quietly tell Wizard Jim to watch the rooftops.
Oh, I'm on it then.
Because I have a feeling if Yazak wanted to meet in the middle of a square away from everybody else, people are watching us. Probably from the rooftops.
Oh yeah, I mean, when
sniper style.
When you get there, it's almost as if the rooftops have black ruffles because there's feathers just all.
That's what I figured.
All the tops there.
Is there a crowd besides us present?
There are several other Tengu that are moving around sort of the edges of the thing. You're able to tell that at least half of the Kenku that are up there on the rooftops are actually looking outward, not inward at the square.
Well, I want to do what Kestrick asked me to do, but I also want to scan the crowd to see if any he who shall not be named might be.
Well, you certainly don't see Maladar out there.
So thank you. You can say it.
I can say it. You can't. Or you can say it twice. You can say it 3 times. Okay, so you go over and meet with Yazak, or do you do anything else? Okay.
Nope.
So you go over and you sit down, and he introduces the hobgoblin to you as being a thief who works in the city. The halfling he introduces, although Thibodeau already knows who it is because it's his Uncle Otto.
Oh, wow. All right.
Are you all related?
Of course. What do you think I did?
1,500 years
I don't
ago.
even know why I asked.
Now we're all related. He introduces Otto, or Uncle Otto, and he explains that the Hobgoblin and Uncle Otto are, and the Hobgoblin, his name still remains a secret at this point in time. He explains that the Hobgoblin and Uncle Otto are interested in creating a new thieves guild in the city, and there are several thieves guilds in the city, but they're interested in starting this one up in the Grim Quarter. And the minor problem there is that right now there are already several thieves guilds in the Grim Quarter, and they would need to sort of carve out some territory. And Yazak's suggestion is that they carve out the territory by carving out the people who currently occupy it.
That's usually how done.
Can we eat the people afterwards? Is all I'm asking.
Yazak sort of looks at you.
You really shouldn't.
Yeah, we got a cleric sitting right there. You can't say that shit out loud. Have I taught you nothing?
You got 2 clerics.
Yeah, one
we're not worried about the
one of
one
them is
from
okay with
St. Ariel.
We've been
I've beat her down before.
Hey, I've got a second god now that I have no idea how he feels about eating people.
There's only one way to find out, really.
Actually,
You need to experiment.
Actually, Metalis has no problem whatsoever with eating your fallen enemies. That's totally metal. If it can be described as totally metal, then Metalis is in favor of it. That's
Oh my god!
That's the basic rule.
Burial born to be worshipped together. Then I don't think it's a question of browbeating. I think that this is more and more becoming part of the worship of Saint Muriel.
Can I subscribe to your religion and also your cookbook?
We did produce, in conjunction with the party, our own, line of fine Saint Muriel cooking adjunct products. So,
yes, she
I
would
think
have appreciated this.
Oh, like that demon flavor packet.
That water.
Demon flavor, type 1, type 2, type 3.
Yeah.
So I think we're back down to one cleric who's really anti the whole eat the enemies thing.
That's all right.
I eat them. I meant something totally different, Artemisia. I'm sorry.
I think Artemisia is going to be able to hold her own just fine on this. the long-suffering lawful cleric out of the group.
Hey,
Go back slow winks at
you
Thibodeau.
converted me, Artemisia. I get it. I have stopped the eating of intelligent races.
Weakness.
Some of us never started.
He stopped in public.
That's 50 experience points to you, Liz.
There you go.
You got one.
Okay. He says so yes. So I thought given the fact that we're backing Otto and the Hobgoblin in creating their Thieves Guild because we think that it would be convenient, for us to actually never mind. The whole reasoning behind it is probably not important. He's looking at the clerics now all of a sudden. What we think we're going to do is that there is a group in the Grim Quarter called the Manticore Gang.
I am familiar.
And we think that probably they occupy the optimal place for us to put our own, or rather, Otto and the Hobgoblin's Thieves Guild.
How do you feel about rebuilding structures?
Yeah, do we have an architects guild?
There is indeed an architects guild in the city, yes.
We're going to have to get them on.
Yeah, exactly. Get stock in them.
We're going to have to get them on retainer.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited about this plan.
He says part of the reason, other than the fact that we've got some chips to call in with you guys, the thing that makes you good in particular at this is that there is some sort of back entrance escape from the Manticore Gang's sort of lair area that we're going to be attacking in the city.
I heard map.
Huh?
I heard map.
Yep. The secret exit comes out somewhere in the dungeons under the old city, and apparently pretty near to the entrance of the Four Lions.
We are familiar.
All that we really know about it is that because it was this was overheard in Thieves' Cant, and the translation's not easy, and it was, someone said it by sound, but something has to do with the seventh stone of the fallen wall.
So many walls have fallen.
I was going to say which one?
That does not narrow it down at all.
If we have to retrace our steps to find it, it's going to take forever. That's like the shin bone of the devoured creature.
No, that's I know where that is. It's in Thibodeau.
9 times out of 10, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you could find that for us, and then the idea is to block it off and move in from that direction while we have some other people who are attacking over the surface, and then at some point after that, I think it's all out war in the Grim Quarter for a little while. So,
oh, you're kidding. That sounds terrible for the Grim Quarter.
Skeeter's happy day.
That was a Tim Kask laugh, sir.
That was wonderful. Jim's my favorite. Okay, yeah. I can't think of anything else I would rather do.
Okay, so all you have to do is figure out how to block off whatever the seventh stone of the fallen wall is.
It would sure be a big coincidence if those 7 stones of the fallen wall were that gate we just came through.
It's not close to the Four Lions.
But that's the same area of the dungeon, right?
Well, that's not part of where the Four Lions are, really.
Oh, it's not?
Not exactly. It's up a different level.
Okay, well, let's start with where you've got map.
You talking about the lions part?
Let me click over on you, Shane. Okay.
Right there in the middle is where the lions are.
Oh, it's such a good map.
It is a beautiful map, Shane.
It is gorgeous.
That's where
the
ants are. You can see the ants in there. You wrote the ants in there. But we got...
So that was the one they told us, Matt?
No, we don't know yet. But that's where the ants was, but that's kind of recent because we blew the hell out of it. This, we didn't do, but it was like a caved-in tunnel over here in the back of the bedroom. Right?
So it was the stone of the seventh wall?
Seventh stone of the fallen wall. I get that right, Matt?
Yep.
Of course I did. And we got this bulging wall right here, which we didn't really mess with. There was a lot of either... Was it ogres, hobgoblins, something like that was right in there?
Is that in the bugbear area?
Yeah, that might have been that.
Yeah, you know what? I think that might have been Dr. Omnibus's lab.
Yeah, that's real close to it. See, because
I think that was his lab.
Wasn't there some big...
A bulging wall in Dr. Omnibus's lab is definitely something you wouldn't screw with.
Wasn't there some big stone up in the ceiling when we got in trouble somewhere in this dungeon?
In the ceiling? No.
Remember, there was like a hallway collapsed, and you guys dug up and found some...
There we go.
Timinoan...
There's the hole right there. Well, right there.
I can't remember now. Was that thing a big stone?
Nope. We ended up blowing a hole out of it.
That's the one where there was
Muriel.
A different level.
That's the Timinoan writing that you didn't read, Jim.
Yeah. But we had a trapdoor to get out, which came out to about right that area.
Can Lethe ask St. Muriel if she knows what this means?
Sure.
Damn, that's
no harm in asking.
There's a well right there. Still got a lot of money in it. There's all spider holes.
I'll try and open up the radio connection to St. Muriel.
Okay. All right. You close your eyes and you get a vision of a barbarian sitting on a throne.
That is super metal.
I've dialed the wrong number.
Ask. That is awesome.
You gotta tune your toe.
Bang the toe a little bit.
It was an
age. Is this thing working?
Yeah.
So what's the question I'm about to ask? The seventh stone of the fallen wall?
There you go.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Own that shit.
We're looking for the freaking seventh stone of the seventh wall. Fallen wall. That.
You go, says the barbarian on the throne. He says, take it, throw it aside, go through, kill everything until you reach the Tengu. And then he disappears.
Well, shit. Hey. At least he didn't smite you.
Well, I report back. So, a little less detailed and informative than Muriel. So, we're supposed to kick it in and kill all the Tengu.
We expected no less. No, we don't kill all the Tengu.
Yeah, exactly. Remember that.
We don't kill the Tengu.
That's okay, though. They taste like chicken.
No, he said kill everybody to the Tengu. There are allies coming from the other side.
See, this is how our Oracle's messages get misinterpreted through the ages.
That's how wars start.
I mean, if God says we gotta kill the Tengu, who are we gonna say no to?
I thought he said kill the Tengu.
Well, you got another cleric.
Right.
He definitely.
Okay. So literally, our cleric of good plans, please help us out.
Well, I'm gonna roll and see who, what sort of omens.
Oh boy,
Artemisia is gonna get.
Her deity says, "Run quickly, get out you can.
Get out, these idiots! Find another party.
It's not too late. You can still leave.
Sacrifice them all."
That must have been a good
It
roll.
grinds to a
I
halt.
got nothing.
He was so pumped up and
All right, so yeah, what you you also try and get a vision, and you know, apparently the gods don't have much else to do today because you also are able to get through to somebody, and in this case, again, it's not Mitra. You also got the new one. So you see Omtho, and
Awesome.
all that you can see is the top of a head behind an enormous stacks of paper that are lined up like this, and there are a couple of inkwells up at the top, like this, and apparently Omtho knew that you were coming,
Of course he did.
he planned it.
and says, "Yes, Artemisia."
My group and I need some assistance.
I agree.
I thought you might.
Oh boy.
So many different ways.
We're trying to find the 7th stone of the fallen wall.
Yes, and I'm so glad that you came checking with me first on that, because I can give you information about that, and that is excellent pre-preparation. My question is, what benefit is that going to have to the cause of civilization and intricacy?
Well, we're going to be apparently helping to
I could
replace
answer.
one thieves' guild with a new thieves' guild. That's fairly intricate.
You've never been in trouble in school, have you?
I'm lawful.
She's a cleric.
That is not how one answers that question.
The gods know if you're
Like
lying
Like
anyway.
he doesn't already know.
Come on.
Yeah, so there's sort of this flutter up at the top, and so like a folder opens up and it says Rekestric, and then there's like and then
Oh, damn it.
and another one opens up and it
Literally my permanent record.
says Tovak.
He's
Closes it back up, puts it on the top of the next one.
Rekestric has said he's stopped eating sentient beings.
Has he? Well,
Hopefully he will continue to improve as an individual.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's baby steps. Really, it is very baby steps. But,
Yeah.
But
well,
it's steps.
all right. I suppose that. Well, I still don't see any particular benefit to the whole thing, but I suppose one thing that could happen would be that if every metal item that you find in between the entrance and the point at which you meet the Tengu, if every metal item is sacrificed to me at my temple, then I will tell you how to find the 7th stone of the fallen wall. Not required. If you can think of another way to find it, absolutely. And then the vision sort of dissolves.
What?
There are yeah.
I called my god. He wasn't home.
He wouldn't accept my collect call.
Jim and Alla have both been in trouble in school.
Well, Omtho says he'll help, but only if we agree to sacrifice all metal items that we find in between here and the doorway to him and his temple.
That's
And then once we get to the doorway, we kick it in.
So between here and the fallen stone.
Yes.
That's actually not so bad.
we don't know where the fallen stone is, and everything we own is between here and the fallen stone.
Metal items that we find, not metal items that we already own.
There we go.
That is a clever use of wordage.
No, the elf logic is correct. That doesn't help us find it. That's what we need to do is find the place.
Yeah, we could just wander. Literally everything is between us and the stone right now.
Well, the deal was that in exchange for that sacrifice, Omtho would tell you where the door was. Sorry if I didn't make that clear.
Right, but if we have to make the sacrifice, then we have found the stone.
No, the actual offer was everything in between the door and the point when you meet the Tengu.
Ah.
Oh!
Yeah.
So it's all
No
the metal
way.
you find in the adventuring area.
No!
Yeah. Coins are
Absolutely
made
not.
of metal, and we
Dude.
like coins.
All respect.
Made of gold.
I'll do respect, but your god is a dick DM.
Dictator.
Way to make it better, Jim.
He does have a lot of paperwork to do, and that would make anybody a little grumpy.
Let's just go ask Dr. Omnibus. Maybe he knows. Forget this God's bullshit. Let's get a little boots on the ground knowledge.
We go to the guy that knows everything and also has some of the best potions I've ever sipped.
I feel
We can't give up metal.
I feel like the Tengu told us where it was, and we just didn't pay attention. Is that possible?
No, he just said the seventh stone of the fallen wall. That's
That
all.
was
did we get the
clue to know
idea it
because
was
they got it
connected
in
to
the
some-
thieves' camp.
Well, they said it was around the area with the 4 lions.
Near, actually.
Near.
So-
Okay.
So it could be hundreds of feet outside or anything.
Near, close,
Or
by, around.
below, or anything.
Well,
Yeah,
if we
let's-
got clues, we got the open pit.
Let's talk to Omnibus, and if Omnibus doesn't know, let's ask Iswar. You guys can go talk to Omnibus. I'll go talk to Iswar, because I got to ask him a question about his dimensional other self.
that I don't want the clerics to hear.
Maybe.
All right, so you guys troop into the Grim Quarter, and already you notice that people seem to be looking a little nervously at everybody. A lot of side eye going on as people go by in the crowd. So people kind of have a feeling that something's up.
More than normal?
No,
Yeah,
we're
more
here.
than, more than normal. All right, so the first group turns in and goes to Dr. Omnibus's offices, and you see that across Fishhead Square, where there was the warehouse that's had the doors and everything, you also see that there is a little new sign that's been put up that says Omnibus Research.
Cool.
So he took over that dungeon we cleared out.
Looks that way. So you knock on the door, and Dr. Omnibus opens the door, and he's wearing his plague doctor mask and his robe, and little feathers sticking out, gloves, and he says, come in. Time for tea. And there is a large teapot on the table.
Tea time.
And he starts putting out little teacups.
Got to remember this time so we can come back.
Does somebody want to ask him, or shall I?
I just want the tea.
Okay, he's pouring tea as he goes as he's waiting for someone to talk.
You might as well ask Jim. The 2 clerics have definitely struck out.
So, hey, Doc, we came to see if we could get any knowledge you might have on what is something called the Seventh Stone of the Fallen Wall. We're looking for it.
Where under the old city, or
Somewhere, we were told, somewhere in the general area of the 4 Lion Square.
well, yeah, I mean, occasionally there were people from the Manticore gang that were moving back and forth, sort of in that area south of where the Bugbear and I were with the Spider God.
How are those Manticore guys by you?
They're criminal gang. Doesn't
No effect one way or the other, because we're going to go take them down.
Okay. No, I mean, I know that Yazak's doing that. I'm just saying I don't have any personal affiliations with them.
So somewhere in the general southern area. Do you know how far?
Well, I mean, it's not that far from the. It wasn't all that far from the gate leading in. So, I mean, I would say it would be either in the main entry room where the lions are, or it would have to be somewhere to the east of that.
Thank you very much.
A fallen wall. That's where they moved around anyway.
Well, I owe you one, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Good tea.
And it is good tea, and it doesn't do anything to anybody, which is everyone's kind of surprised at.
Hey, Doc, do you have any potions that you haven't tested on anybody else and need willing test subjects? Because
They're tasty.
I'm feeling dangerous.
Oh, jeez.
All right, well,
I still have one character that's alive.
I haven't turned into a fish yet, and that's really my goal in life.
Okay. Well, he takes the potion off the shelf and he says, "Well, for 100 gold pieces, you could have this one."
Oh.
Oh, sure, I'll take it. You've never steered me wrong, Doc.
And I'm not now, he says, and he looks over at Rekestric.
No, I'm gone. I'm with.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so he looks over at Thibodeau.
It does the roll.
Oh
Okay,
boy,
so
I can't wait to use this in a critical situation where everything else matters.
If you get your wish, I promise to carry you out in your own helmet. Because I owe
You're a
you
real
one.
friend.
I'm going to tell the doctor I'll take notes.
All right, there you go. So he says, "Yes, I'll pay you a gold piece if you note down what happens, just in case Tovak doesn't come back for some reason."
Some weird reason.
Yeah. Well, you know, adventuring's dangerous. Manticore gang might kill somebody. You never know.
Might drink a bad potion.
Might
Who
drink
knows
a bad
these things?
potion. Yeah, you know, stuff goes bad quickly. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's not like it's, you know, refrigeration. Refrigeration's just as volatile as anything else that he knows how to do.
It was fine when I sold it to him.
That's right.
So unless anybody else has anything else they want to do, we'll head over towards Ishwar's to meet up with our Kestric.
Okay. And so, Rekestric, what are you doing over at Iswar's?
Is he there?
You don't know.
Iswar, are you in here?
Yes.
I have a crazy story to tell you.
I have a crazy story to tell you too, only it's a secret, so I can't.
No.
Ah, that's a bummer. So I went to another dimension
Uh-huh.
and I found you there.
Uh-huh.
But you weren't you. You were a different you. And I was a different me.
Uh-huh.
I was a bugbear.
Uh-huh.
No, wait. I was a hobgoblin.
You are a hobgoblin.
He's still a hobgoblin.
I'm not a hobgoblin. I'm an elf.
Okay.
Sure.
You were an invisible stalker.
Yeah.
You were invisible all the time. You couldn't be visible.
Right.
I've seen you, though.
Yes.
I've seen you here.
Yes.
So you're not an invisible stalker.
Anymore.
He
This
got
conversation is making the interaction with the gods look positively lucid.
Is that something you get better from?
It's something that pisses you off when it happens.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to scratch that itch.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, no, it's really, it's no fun at all to get suddenly nailed down and anchored into the prime material plane. Tends to make you really pissed off at the guy who did it.
Oh,
Ah.
was it the guy that you think doesn't shrink heads as good as you?
Maladar? Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't.
Okay. No, I know. Because we met him.
Maladar.
And he was very different. He was...
Try not to make him say that name one more time.
Do you know anything about the seventh stone of the fallen wall? Have you ever heard of that before?
No. Sounds like it came from a religious tract of some kind.
Yeah, I thought so too. You don't like the Manticores, the Manticore Guard, do you?
They're irritating. When you've got absolutely headful bodies around.
Yeah.
And they don't want you to do anything about the headfulness of them.
They were giving you attitude about the fish guys on the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're going to go away.
Oh, yeah. Just wait a couple days.
Oh, no, we're in on it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So you remember everybody in my friends, right?
Uh-huh.
Please don't take their heads. I need them to have their heads for a little bit longer.
Why?
Because I've got a plan. And it won't work if they don't have their heads.
Okay. All you have to do is ask.
Yeah, just for a while.
Okay.
And if something happens to me, you can have my head.
Excellent.
If something happens and I die.
Yeah.
Not just if something like super cool happens to me, you can't come over and cut my head off.
Well, no, that's I understand. As soon as you're dead, I get your head.
Sure, why not? Who cares? All right. So you don't know about the stone?
No, you start hearing a knife being sharpened.
Yeah, I figured that. I'm not dead. I'm not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet.
Okay. Yeah, shit's gonna go crazy.
And
I'll see you later.
Behind you, you hear the door lock.
Oh,
shit.
Come on now. That's not cool.
Why?
Because something was supposed to happen to me outside of this room.
At that point, all of the people, all of the rest of your party are at the door knocking. And he says, well, you didn't say outside of here. We have to go outside first?
Well, no, you're not supposed to kill me. You're supposed to get my head after somebody else does it.
Oh.
And don't set up somebody to do it. That's not cool. That's not how friends do it.
He's changing the rules on you.
Yeah, I mean, he becomes visible.
Oh.
And he says, "Fine."
Should have read the fine print.
No, I mean, it's a negotiation, and it's an ongoing negotiation.
Yeah. So seventh stone of the fallen wall. I don't know. I mean,
do you know where the Manticores congregate around the Four Lions?
I know that they've got some sort of exit from the city, but I don't know anything about a fallen wall or anything.
Do you know where the exit is?
Yeah. It's right behind the cave-in.
Is that the cave-in I created?
I don't know which cave-ins you created.
Me either at this point. Okay. I'll be seeing you later.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean they go through, they press one of the stones and and that's how they get through, and then there's like a secret door as well.
I can find secret doors. I'm an elf.
You're a hobgoblin.
Yeah. You're a hobgoblin. and he disappears.
Okay. I'm gonna go now.
Please unlock the door.
Can we unlock the door so I can get out?
Okay, it clicks again.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside.
He's like, "Hey, Rikestric.
Yeah.
Have an awesome day."
I'm gonna have the best day.
Live long and prosper.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know. Given that he's got his head, I don't think he'd say live long. But, he wants him to have a great day.
Yeah.
Because Iswar doesn't have many friends.
I'm gonna have a good day. Thank you.
You head on out now.
Oh boy. All right.
So Rikestric comes out of Iswar's place looking slightly shaken.
Is he heading over to us?
Yes.
You guys were right outside the door. It was just that it was locked.
We hear Crester beating on the door. Let me out! Let me out!
So let me just check what I think I heard. Make sure I got this straight. Somebody chime in. So that when we share pool information, we're working the information we got from Omnibus about it being either at the entrance or slightly to the east of the Four Lion thing is the side we were asked to go meet them, work our way through, killing everything, and meet them at the exit that comes up in the city. That's what the Tengu told us, right?
I think
They're
so.
supposed to attack. They're supposed to attack. We meet them in the middle somewhere, whatever the hell. We just got to basically stop the exit.
There's a
Skeeter, it sounded like you were getting information on the exit where the Tengu are coming in.
I think that's where the Manticores are coming out of.
Yes, you haven't gotten any information whatsoever about where the Tengu are going to be coming in.
Yeah, they could be coming in from anywhere, but the escape hatch where the Manticores are going to come out of, that's what we're trying to find.
I'm completely confused. I'm here. Is the exit the same as the Seven Stone?
Yes.
Sorry.
No, from what I understood of what Iswar said, it's behind or near a cave-in. So I don't know if the exit even works.
Shane's got it. I've been waiting for him to...
Okay, map master. Where do we need to go?
According to the map. And my favorite spot called the bedroom. There's the lions. Rooms 3, 4.
East.
There's a bedroom. It's just a little caved in. We found a secret door with a cave in. So we had our first meal. Come on, y'all. You don't even remember the first meal.
Oh, no, it has sentimental value, but...
I wasn't there.
Let's go check it out.
There's a cave in right there, and there was like a secret door going into it. We could get... That's where we left it open and started a fire so we can get smoke flowing through a bit.
And now you know that it pissed off a thieves guild somewhere.
Yeah, so somewhere they got smoke filled.
Well, that's the same dungeon where we got jumped by Manticore, right? One snuck up behind us.
Further, further off to the side, north, westish.
That's exactly right.
He kept attacking us in this room area, coming through this door a few times, right?
Well, let's go check it out.
Let's rock.
Okay. So that's where you guys are headed to. Let's go ahead and take our break, and then we will start the adventuring when we get back.
So are we going right now?
Of course.
Unless you do something else before you go.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure I had spells, so...
Yeah, no, actually, you would have like a day until you actually get the go-ahead, that this is all starting to roll.
Okay.
When you get the let's roll thing. But in terms of are we going right now, yes, as soon as we're done with the break, it will suddenly be time for everything to cut loose.
So stick around for a second, Orchestric, so we can coordinate.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm looking at this.
I just need Matt to take his headset off. So I was thinking of going in with a charm person, 2 sleeps, a web, and an invisibility. What are you thinking?
Okay. No, that's good. I will get rid of my charm person. I'm going to go with protection from evil, sleep, maybe 2 sleeps. I mean, if we can just drop everybody immediately.
It's going to be good for minions, but Manticores aren't going to sleep, are they?
No. And I don't know. Maybe shield doesn't help my armor class against that. Hold portal. I'll take that one since you have proven the use of that.
Yeah, if you can catch a Manticore in the middle of a doorway, lock him down.
Yep. I will take that. And the only 2nd level spell I have is mirror image.
You don't have web too?
Nope. Because we haven't sat down and actually done that ever.
Well, I could go in with 2 webs, but I like keeping an invisibility in the pocket in case I have to gabe it out of here.
I think you should do that.
Okay.
I would
just refer to my husband in a verb form?
Yeah. Yeah. He's got to gabe it.
You know what? It's all right. He'll appreciate it.
I mean, it sums it up perfectly.
Gabe is the voice of reason in that party. I just sit watching them going, why aren't they listening to Gabe? Why aren't they listening to Gabe?
Because they have Ian and Zach who overload Gabe.
Although I'll admit it was a bold move, ditching your wife's character. I'm not sure I would have done that.
Can't believe he did that. I saved his life. That's how he repays me. It's all right. It's all right. Used to the betrayal.
Or is it just a sign of an even stronger relationship?
No, I think it's betrayal.
It's totally betrayal.
I'm trying to
100%.
Trying to help my buddy out here.
He got the couch.
Okay, so do we need to get oil or holy water or anything else? Anybody?
If we had a ready source of healing potions, that would be the thing we need because we're out.
Yeah. I don't
Well, I did get this mystery potion from Dr. Omnibus.
Right.
Have fun with that.
Liz, what are you doing for spillage?
I was thinking I'd probably just load up on Cure Light Wounds unless you think there's some other first level clerical spell that would be better to have in this instance.
First level cleric spells aren't awesome.
Yeah, they're not.
So, I mean,
how close are you? We should be ramping you up.
I really have no idea.
Did you get the 667 from last episode?
No.
Did you start at first level?
I started at 3rd.
Oh yeah, that's a steeper climb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I've got on my sheet right now is 200, the 50 that Matt just gave me, the 667 from last time, and I know there was a session that I missed, so I would not have gotten anything from that one. But I'm pretty sure I'm not leveling up anytime soon.
Right. Taking a break.
I really appreciate that you guys are discussing spells and stuff where I'm just like, yeah, just point me in the direction of the bad guy and I'll go hit it with my sword.
Kick the door open, that's it.
It's good for Orchestric and me to complement each other.
No, and you guys do it fabulously.
And frankly, the only reason I'm carrying a charm person is because Matt did it to me, and now I want to get one of his.
Yep. One of these days, I get to use my +4 sword.
It was a Patreon game. We weren't playing. I jumped into the Patreon game, and a hobgoblin shaman got me, and we were one round away from me fireballing the party dead. But somebody nailed the hobgoblin and broke the charm before it got to me in initiative. That's how close we came.
Whew.
Yeah.
I need to get a scanner so you get the map.
Dude, those maps are bosses. I'll get out.
Yeah, seriously, those need to go into like the official Player's Companion Jordoba book whenever Matt gets finished writing it.
Yeah, but we need to finish some. Where is it?
Do we still have? If we haven't finished exploring on that map?
Man, we got. This is the. Where
we got most of level 1, right?
This is we got level 1. This is the 2nd level north side. This is the 2nd level south side. That's where everything went boom. Right, that's the beginner map. Before we get it run out there. And then we had the when we was going through the portable whole world. Try not to die in them with all the pits they had. And the purple boogers and stuff like that, you know? The tentacles.
And the mushrooms and the demons.
Yeah, that was in that other room that's over here. With all the crap that was in it, including the big head and everything like that.
I miss Angel Head.
I know a game company that might want to hire a map maker for some of their players' guides.
Well, it don't get much better than Lee's little things, but whatever. I like drawing, horsing around.
Yeah.
Call it keeping it simple. I like to keep them like it would be what the player would be drawing if he's out there.
Yeah, that's exactly why looking at your maps, that would be fantastic for a player's guide, like they did for Rappanathic.
Mm-hmm.
The first time. There's some more of that that's going to be coming out, and I bet they would be very interested in talking to you about that.
Tell them to yell at me. See what they like.
I will absolutely do that.
I still want a map of Jordoba. That's what I want.
Yeah. Well, hey, we happen to know a guy who also works for that company that may be interested in hiring you to do a map for a player's guide.
I've been thinking, okay, we got, underground area, you got the Grim Fort, you got the...
Yeah.
I feel like that map of Jordoba needs to definitely go in the player's guide.
Definitely.
With some improvements from when we destroyed half a district.
Yeah, we call it pre-gaming.
Depending on the timeline in which you want to run your game, here's the full city, here's the destroyed city.
Shows the next map, got the big hole over here. 1 week later.
My poor headset I've had since Ultima Online days.
Oh, somebody's talking and can't hear.
Thanks, Jim.
Oh.
I broke my 14-year-old headset. Maybe time to
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah, he showed it. He had pieces falling apart.
That's terrible.
Thought he might have been trying to go cyborg. He's going to start stuffing things in places.
All better. Nothing a little duct tape can't fix.
Oh, can't hear you, Jim.
Just barely.
Yeah, you're just very quiet.
Nothing a little duct tape can't fix.
Oh.
Yay!
When in doubt, tape it out.
All right. So when we get into the room, since we know where the secret door is and they're going to be coming out of the secret door, do we want to just set up Matt's listening to me?
Yeah.
Well, I can.
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter. You're going to screw me over anyway. Do we want to set up just missile fire to mow people down, or do we actually want to engage in that room?
I'm going to take off my headphones because I need to look for stuff over here.
I think we need to go in there and find it. Or
What a
find
nice
out
DM.
what.
So considerate.
Because I don't know when the city chickens are actually going. So
Make sure.
what I think we should do is like screw up the terrain in the room so people can't come busting out of that secret door quickly, and we just mow them down as we can.
I'd be shocked if there wasn't some kind of guard.
It is not a fireball area.
Everywhere is a fireball area.
No,
What
I
are you
will.
talking about?
Not when it does 33 squares.
Yeah, that. Shane, I promise. I'm on guard not to fuck up in the dungeon.
Well,
Where's your sense of adventure?
what's the size of the rooms
5
just
squares.
outside of that? Just outside of that room.
You got 5 squares. You got a hallway that might be 10. You got another room that's 9 to the south of it. That'd be about it. So we'd have to be almost back by the lions.
What do we have in terms of explosives besides the mystery potion?
Nothing.
We need to go back to them goblins.
Yeah, seriously, why have we not found those goblins yet?
Because every time I bring it up to Matt, he says goblins are not allowed in the city, and then we go off and jump into a different dimension. So I have been trying to find a goblin tribe
We
since
can leave the
like
city.
Adventure 2, but we never go outside the city. And now that I know I'm a hobgoblin, I want to own some of those little bastards and set up a bomb factory. And now that we're starting a thieves guild, I'm going to start ferrying those little goblins in here and put them to work.
I like all
Give
these
them a decent
non-thieves.
wage and let them make some producibles.
We call all these non-thieves starting a thieves guild.
We don't have to have explosives, and fireball wands. I mean, if we can get somebody stealthy in front to peek around corners and catch them, then the party just comes around the corner firing crossbows and bows. Like Nazi machine gun tactics. What's it called? Infidel.
What language is Jim speaking? I'm not understanding any of it. I heard nothing after no bombs.
He's speaking French. The word he's looking for is enfilade.
I
no comprendo. I don't get it.
It's catching the enemy in crossfire from hardened positions where they can't just shoot you back. Like if you were just leaning out around a corner firing your bow.
When Alyssa speaks to me, she references me as the barbarian for a reason.
It's not just Alyssa.
Fair enough.
Big bada boom. That's all we need.
A little strategy wouldn't hurt us because these Manticores aren't goblins. They're not just going to take 3 hits and lie down.
They're not actual Manticores. They're people in...
Yes, the group is called the Manticore
uniforms.
They probably have at least one Manticore to solidify their whole naming convention.
I think we killed that.
Like a mascot.
Yeah, they have like a mascot. Oh my god, it's gonna be like a tiny one, and we're just gonna be like, oh, we can't kill it and eat it. It's so cute.
No, these were the guys that were in the uniforms that had a Manticore on the shoulder, and they gave me lip when I was low level, and I had to take it. And I don't forget shit like that. This is revenge.
Oh, so we're going on a revenge rampage, not a regular rampage.
Hi, I'm Skeeter. We have never met.
Time to die.
Of course we are. I could even make shit up in my head to call it revenge.
It's a form of justice.
Yes, it is. This is a holy war.
Well,
No,
thing
we
have
already
done
did
us
that.
wrong.
We had a holy war. We're not doing that again.
One thing that the clerics can do is that as long as you manage to make sure that everybody sacrifices, there are some things you could do here. So, for example, from the Mitra perspective, you could be like, "We're eliminating a thieves guild," which is true.
Yeah.
And, you could dedicate the elimination of the thieves guild to Mitra, and throw in some sacrifices, and Mitra probably wouldn't look too deeply into the whole thing because the gods are all about sacrifices and prestige and stuff.
But don't go running down the hall screaming blood and souls for Ariok.
Right.
St. Muriel the Destroyer is all about what we're doing right now.
It was St. Muriel Thunderfist.
St. Muriel the Destroyer is all about what we're doing right now. I'm sure of it. We were tight. I know she would
Manticores are
approve of
part
this.
Scorpion, and she hates scorpions.
Yeah.
We know about her.
Yeah. Right?
You guys ran into these Manticore cats before I joined the party, so now I'm getting more excited. My spells will actually hit.
Yeah,
Hey,
this is a
My
throwdown.
B-list god said to kick in the door and kill everything, so I'm good.
Well,
that is a metal attitude right there.
let us proceed.
Okay.
I think we're on.
All right, so a messenger comes from Yazak that says be in position and start moving in an hour and a half.
I need to know where there's a goblin tribe. Just ask Yazak about that, because that'll be the plan after we're done with this.
Okay. So he says, okay, I'll do that. Okay. And
Thank you.
goes running back off down the street.
Say
I don't know why anybody listens to me. You say things with a confident voice, people think you know what you're talking about.
That's right. Off they go.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head over. You enter the dungeon into the chamber of the four lions, where you've got the lions at the four corners of the room. It is there are 3 doors leading into the dungeon, all of them double doors. One to the north, one to the west, one to the east. Which direction do you go?
Shane?
Right.
East, right?
Yeah, going east.
Going
Get
east.
us that map.
We should check the doors
Yeah.
instead of
Just
just
in case.
opening them like I thought we were going to do.
Jeez.
Just to
All
be
right.
on the safe side.
You're gonna okay. So you take a quick glance at it, and it's not rigged for traps. Shane, you listen on the other side, and you don't hear anything.
All right, that's a good. I did my part. Dwarf it.
Dwarf key. Wait, time out. Can we just try to open it?
Yep.
What?
Instead of making a huge amount of noise?
You don't want me to use my dwarf key, which is my boot, to kick open this door?
We're going to use the hobgoblin key.
Later for the boot.
Hobgoblin key. I would try to open the door.
I don't know if I like this hobgoblin you. I liked you better when you were an elf.
When he was eating good stuff.
It's a brave new world.
I think he's like a vegan.
Yeah, I go from elf to hobgoblin and stop eating people and open doors.
Okay.
What happened to you? It's like you're a totally different person.
You're just leveling up, dude.
I don't even know you anymore.
You're not the same man as in my weird lady mags.
Ironically, you are less chaotic as a hobgoblin than you were as an elf.
You take that back! How dare you?
All right, so Skeeter
opens the party fight.
Kestrick reaches out, turns the latch, and pushes the door open. And the door swings open on nicely oiled hinges.
Oh, jeez.
On the far side, you see the little temple of the Dawn Goddess that had originally been built by Sister Francesca.
Nicely oiled hinges, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I did actually say that, yeah.
You did say it?
Sister Francesca. Wow, that's a throwback.
Okay, I'm going to be on watch the rear guard. Who's on the ceilings?
Oh, I'll take the ceilings.
Wait, aren't you searching for secret doors?
No, just keep an eye out for Matt bushwhacking us.
Okay.
I do. I like this comment from Eric Swanson. You guys would be so screwed without Shane's mapping skills.
Oh yeah,
that's a fact.
Total fact. Like nobody's gonna dispute that ever.
We would just be set up in the courtyard with the 4 lions, just waiting for them to pour out, and hopefully you can kill them.
Yeah.
We're gonna go left. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. It's like a whole new dungeon.
The patron game the patrons made me map, and all I can say about that is we didn't get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was true.
It's true. You didn't get that.
I'd like to pause there. Like,
All right. Let's push forward.
All right. So you guys, following Thibodeau's map, you move around up to the secret door, and Skeeter sees the secret door as soon as he walks in. And
I'm an elf.
Hobgoblin's gonna do the same thing.
Oh. How would you know? You're a halfling. You don't know.
I've heard rumors. We got an H in our name too.
So,
I can't fault that logic.
Matt Meister Thibodeau, I'm going to ask you for a dwarvish reckoning. From this spot to where you suspect that the exit is in the city, how far would you judge that to be in feet or miles?
To the exit to the city? Well, we don't know where it goes into from the city.
Make your best guess. How many football fields?
How many football fields? Could be 1, maybe 2 possible.
Tovac's estimate is that it's about 6 football fields.
6? Better be a good sprinter. Of course, now are we at the secret door to the bedroom or the secret door to the collapsed tunnel?
Secret door to the collapsed tunnel. So as soon as you open this secret door, you'll be looking at the cave-in.
Okay.
That last time we were here was no other obvious exit. It just was a cave-in, right?
Yes.
Well, this room right here, yeah, you got it's 20 by 20. The bed is over by the secret door. There's a door going out. There's also a little secret door further right behind us. And a half a bookshelf, which is my bed. I called it. I got dibs. Y'all remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah, it's totally written in the contract of the party.
But
Okay.
There you go, Artemisia. Now people are starting to talk the right language. Contract of the party. Mitra likes contract.
We talked about it and we spit about it and then we ate some fish.
that was before we ate.
Is there a copy of this contract?
Check the door. Check the door for secret traps.
All right, Shane.
Yepper, I got 40%.
All right. Roll percentile dice that I used last night to see if I was going to get a total party kill. All right. So you check it for traps. You do not find any traps on it.
Still got the lever in the same spot.
The lever?
You had to get this door open. The little switch, pushy pulley, slidey thingy.
To get to the secret door? Yes.
To open up the secret.
Oh, to open the secret door? Yes.
Okay, Matt, I'm going to prepare a spell.
Me too.
Right.
Damn, y'all, it's just a collapsed tunnel.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, 7-stone collapsed walk.
Oh, hey, what if we smoke them out again like last time?
We actually have to fight through them to get to the Tengu.
True.
That's part of the deal.
Oh, okay, fine.
I say we go as slow as possible, though. Let them catch up.
Oh yeah, we're gonna drag our feet.
Yeah.
No reason to
It might take us 3 days to get that 100. You know.
Yeah.
12.
All right. So you open the door?
No.
Yes, they do.
I cast my spell.
Okay.
Mirror image. Now
Right.
there's so many of me.
Yeah, there are like usually zillions of you. How many images do you get? 1 to 4, right?
Yeah.
You've got
there's. Oh, you're rolling it. Okay.
you've got 1 additional image, so there's 2 of you.
You and a
Sorry.
buddy. It's the
I
only
did
friend
much
you got.
better than that. That's all right. Can make all the difference in the world.
I'm just holding mine, Matt.
Okay.
This is my twin brother, Rekestric. Now we're going through.
Okay. So you open the door, and on the far side of it is a cave-in.
Okay.
Sure
Start actively investigating the cave.
Be careful now. Look
Yep.
for the 7 stones somewhere.
With 7
Okay.
stone from 1, 2, 3. Like 10 from the floor, 10 from the sides.
All right. Well, as soon as Tovak counts from the floor along one of the sides of the thing, he realizes that the 7th stone is a slightly different color from the rest.
Oh, why didn't we notice that before?
Thibodeau,
It's only very slightly different.
look at that.
Ooh, a rock. I got to draw it on the map.
No, like
Oh, it's a
actually check
fancy
it
rock.
for blowy uppy.
Oh, damn. Okay. I guess we'll see. But it shouldn't be if they're trying to get the hell out.
No, it shouldn't be.
You know,
But-
should we wait on the other side of the door just in case it's a blowy up rock?
No. Don't be leaving my ass here.
I would never leave you, buddy, but the rest of them aren't quite as sturdy as we are.
Well, I know there's a couple of y'all I got down the pat, but the other 3, I don't know about them now.
I can't answer you because I got a spell bouncing around in my head.
So we go in and trip him. All right, well, let's check it real quick.
Yeah, just
check
check.
the stone out.
Okay, it's a you check it out thoroughly, and it's a rock.
Push it.
Yeah, just push it, just like last time. You know, they go in, not out, not sideways, just in.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a gym. Damn.
Yeah, is there a hole right above us?
There is not.
Okay. Are you gonna push it? I'm gonna push him into the stone.
All right, so Thibodeau's sort of looking at it like this, see if there are any traps, and Rekestric puts his hand against the back of Thibodeau's head and pushes. So your forehead pushes the stone in. And then
The imprint.
when that happens, there's this big grinding noise, and the entire rock fall begins moving upward. There's a platform underneath it that's cranking up on a pair of screws.
I did not expect that at all.
Whoa.
That is super cool.
Did we plane travel again? Because this feels really just a little
It's
weird.
another world.
Yeah. And then when it reaches the top, you've been looking at a flat metal wall on the far side of it, but as soon as it reaches the top, you see a little bit of light up at the top of that, and then it falls down. Bam! So there's this basically a metal gangplank has now fallen across the gap.
That was super loud.
Go quick. Get across it.
We had
All right,
nothing to
let's
work
go.
here.
Yep.
Oh, we probably want to make sure they can't get way behind us, though.
Well, they probably
We
won't
can, like,
come behind us.
close
So
it.
far.
I'll be looking behind us, and as we move forward.
Yeah, rear guard.
Okay. Right, so
And
standard,
I have
standard operating procedure. Lethe is checking the back of the party.
and I have Purgatory with me, hopefully smelling Manticore guards.
Okay. Let's see if Purgatory's a badger or a dog today.
Well,
Yeah, let's do that.
Purgatory is a badger.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you're putting Purgatory out front.
You've been a badger for a long time.
Well, you just got back from Dr. Omnibus's place, and he licks up potions every time he gets a chance. So
Damn it.
he had turned into a dog, but then he's been a badger ever since you were coming back from the visit to Dr. Omnibus.
Well, it could be worse. You could turn into a snail or something.
Yeah, he seems to be pretty fixed on a badger, though.
Yeah, that's cool.
Badgers are pretty fierce.
Yeah. Oh, he's whipped some ass as a badger.
Yep. All right. So, on the far side of the thing, the first thing you get is just a corner.
I have my bow out.
It goes north, and then it immediately turns
East.
toward the east.
I have my bow out and ready.
Okay. What
To
is
mow
the
people down.
approach order here?
Bowman first.
Oh, wow.
I'll go first.
Okay, so we've got
As
Tovak
usual.
in the front.
I think Tovak and Purgatory, me behind Purgatory so I can shoot over him, and then everybody else kind of behind there.
Do we want Thibodeau closer up front to search for traps?
I'll be in the middle.
Protect the wizard.
He can be next to me.
Why?
Okay, so Thibodeau is next to Rekestric. And so then we would have the clerics, and then no. Okay, so we've got one cleric, and then one cleric next to Jim Wampler, and then Lethe in the back to keep
Yeah,
an
I think
eye
that
out.
would work.
And that's everybody. So yeah.
I've cast protection from evil on myself.
Okay.
I would like to also do that.
Okay. So you cast protection from evil on both of yourselves.
Darn, now we can't get close to him.
I was gonna say.
It gives me it gives me a very weird feeling.
One of them's lucky he doesn't turn inside out when he does
Wait,
that.
wait a minute.
It's sort of a little tingly feeling on the
Yeah,
hairs right at the back of your neck.
I got an itch.
Um,
I don't like it.
yeah, and sometimes it makes your left foot drag a little bit.
I just don't feel like myself. I don't know why.
Okay, so then, all right, so you move forward. You going around the corner?
Peeking around the corner.
Yep.
All right.
Is there light? Is there a hallway?
The hallway,
Yeah, what is the lighting situation here?
it's dark.
I can see.
So you were only asking that question so that you could lord it over everybody.
That's it, of course.
Pretty much.
All right, so
Tovak can see too.
Yeah.
I'm just lording it over most people.
Looks like our graves.
so what do you do in terms of a light source?
I've got a lantern.
Jim usually has a lantern, but Claire, go first. He's got a spell.
I
Yeah,
think
he'll
he's
need
saying
both
he's-
hands for spell casting.
All right, so Artemisia has the lantern out. So you're looking down.
Oh, my eyes! Damn.
You're looking down a hallway, and you can see with the bullseye lantern about 60 feet. So it goes down. It looks a little bit like there might be a door on the right-hand wall, a little bit past the entrance that you see.
Is it in 10 feet?
You can't really tell. I mean, you can look at your screen and make whatever estimate you can make about distances from here.
Well, I'm gonna move up to the corner and look around the edge.
Okay, so Rekestric.
Ooh, scary vision. Scary Rekestric vision.
Now pan to the right.
Good
Is it gonna be
look
one of those where you pan over? Oh, there,
Yeah.
there it is.
around the corner.
Fucking shoot it!
All right.
We should have been expecting this by now, but it's great every time.
Slowly turn.
Yeah,
Step by
I
step.
shoot him.
All right, so you're going to go up and shoot him?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rekestric goes up to here.
All by himself.
All right. And the Manticore is staring at you. And it looks you in the eye and it smiles. And very slowly, its tail starts to go up over its back.
Flips up, buddy.
And so
Such a good.
you can see the spikes on the tail pointing at you.
I don't think I like the expression on that guy's face.
He looks actually
Matt,
hungrier than us.
Did you put the focus thing on it? Because the focus is like on point.
No, it's just the distance happens to be right. You know, I'm gonna print out that thing that Gabe found for me, but it requires supports, so I have to talk to Tom Tullis about how to do the settings to where the supports will break loose once it's done printing. So, anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Giving me the eyeball. I ain't sitting here taking it either.
Yeah, he's definitely he's giving you the eyeball.
Nope, not having it.
He's got his spikes up in the air, pointed at you. You got your bow pointed at him.
Two of them are pointing at him.
Okay, so Thibodeau quickly moves up and around the corner so that you
No.
also.
He's got mirror image on.
Oh, two of them. Okay, that's
Thank
right.
you.
There's two.
Yeah.
I misinterpreted.
Yeah, don't ever do that.
Yeah, no,
We're
it
not
did
that
seem
brave.
it did seem uncharacteristic, but I
Thank
really
you.
thought that's what you were
Don't you
saying.
accuse my friend Thibodeau of acts of bravery? Watch
I was
out.
going to say that
What
would
the
have
hell's
been
your problem?
uncharacteristically heroic.
All right.
Are we shooting?
Let the death begin.
You tell me.
Yes, I am absolutely shooting.
All right. Roll
Both
hit.
of
There is no question here.
Okay.
One shot or two? All right. That is a 14 and 16. So 15 and 17. So 3 and 1. Armor class 3 and armor class 1.
Okay. Both of the arrows smash off of the wall that is in front of you. And at that moment, from behind, okay, one spike goes against the. So what everyone else sees is that, you know, Rekestric moves up, shoots his arrow into what is apparently the wall. I mean, you didn't have the great angle on there. It looked like it was an opening there, but apparently there's a wall. So there's little splinters of arrows where Rekestric's shooting, and from behind Rekestric, iron spikes suddenly shoot. So that one is. What is your armor class, Skeeter?
3.
Okay. So that's a miss. A miss. A miss. God damn it. Okay, that's a hit. Let's see whether it was on the 1 or 2. It was the mirror image. Mirror image. Okay, so your mirror image goes down.
Okay.
And then a 16 and a 17.
You said iron spikes, not Manticore spikes.
Manticore spikes are iron.
Oh. Do we see where they're coming from? Down from back where we are?
But from directly behind Rekestric, out of a wall.
Oh! Armor class 1. Sorry.
Okay, 2 seconds. I just got to find out whether 15 and 16 are a hit. Manticores, as you recall from your elf classes, Skeeter, are AC 4.
Okay.
All right, and you are armor class 1, you said?
Yes.
Oh, wow. All right.
Elf social studies.
It hits twice. And they do 1d6. All right, so you take... Oh, for crying out loud. You take 2 points of damage from the 2 spikes. Apparently we're back on this again. I was rolling really hot against the 5th edition party last night.
Good.
Yeah.
Blow those guys down.
Like to see that bell curve on our side.
Yeah, it clearly is. Well, y'all got the 10 hit point ogre, so. All right, so yeah, no one's really sure what's going on here because
one of us is
okay.
really sure what's going on. I just got shot in the butt.
Yes, that's true. You most definitely got shot in the butt.
Okay.
Now we're going to go to spells and missiles.
I will turn around.
Okay.
And shoot at what just shot me.
A wall, apparently.
Okay. Firing right at the wall.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh. Maybe. That would be armor class -3.
Okay. Now assume your roll is at -4.
So that would be armor class 1.
And that would be a hit.
Ooh. Heard something sweet.
Yes. 3 points.
Okay. Find the 8-sider. Okay. How much you said?
3 points.
Okay. All right. You see an arrow, or actually, you don't. Never mind. Is anybody all right? So spells and missiles.
Yeah,
melee.
I got a spell.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm going to throw a sleep spell at the wall.
Okay. You throw the sleep spell. You know you cast it correctly, but nothing seems to have happened anywhere. Rekestric doesn't fall asleep, and you can't see the Manticore, so you're not sure.
I'm assuming there's an illusionary wall and somebody besides the Manticore back there because the sleep spell is not going to drop him.
Right.
Plus, it's what I had prepped, so.
Then melee. There is no melee. Movement.
I'm moving.
Going in dexterity order. So actually, that's Thibodeau first. Thibodeau, you going to charge bravely into combat?
I'm going to charge bravely, but it ain't going to be no damn combat.
Okay.
I'm going to charge east down the hallway, go past Rekestric, just about 10 feet and hide on the west wall.
All right. So right now, what I've got here on the camera is what everyone else is seeing.
Yeah.
Of Rekestric, except actually Rekestric has turned around this way and is shooting at the wall. Thibodeau goes on past, and you said the west wall was the one that you were gonna.
No, objection. There's no west wall. That would be the north wall.
So you just ran all the way down there where a mob could possibly come from. And
it's possible, but hopefully I just passed that opening that I.
Yeah, you went past the opening. You were able to see that there is indeed a Manticore.
I could see him from another angle.
Yeah, it's pointing directly at Rekestric's back, as far as you can tell.
Whoa! I will tell him. Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, ready. What's the one behind you?
All right, so that was Thibodeau, and then next somebody's got a 15, right?
I think that's Lethe, isn't it?
No.
It's Lethe. Yeah.
Okay. What do you do? Any movement?
I think Lethe's going to wait to see where Tovak goes and follow Tovak.
Get out of the crowded hallway.
It's reasonable.
Tovak, what do you do?
Tovag's going to go through the wall, sword first.
Okay. Tovak charges forward like this, turns left, charges directly into the wall. And now what you are able to see, Skeeter, is that Tovak has just entered the room where the Manticore is.
All right.
Not the first one of you I killed already.
Wow. I like it.
That's a good line.
Now, can Lethy go ahead and, since Tovak is gone, follow Tovak?
Yes. So Lethy charges forward and also disappears into the wall. Rekestric, you're also in this phase.
Shit, yeah. I throw the bow down, draw my sword and dagger, and go in.
Okay. Charge forward.
I'm liking
Now,
this.
In melee with the Manticore. Then we go to...
Matt, I made a mistake. My armor class is 2.
Okay. I don't think that made a difference.
It didn't.
When are you going, Liz? What's your dex?
14.
Okay, so you're going in the same time as Rekestric. Are you moving?
I'm holding action to wait and see what Elijah does. Give the wizard some backup.
Okay. Jim, any movement?
I'm going to step to the edge of what I suspect is a disguised portal wall and start prepping a spell. I don't want to be in the firing range.
Okay, so you move beyond the edge of what is an opening in one side or the other, and no one's 100% sure exactly where the opening is, but you know the dimensions
what I'm going to do,
it.
my intention is to prep my next spell and stick my head and my arms through exactly where I saw Tovak disappear.
Okay. Then who else have we got? All right, so that's everybody. All right.
I just don't want to catch a spike.
Right. The Manticore does not move, and we go into the anybody can switch around any weapons or things that they want. Then we go up into spells and missiles, and you start casting your spell, right, Jim?
Right.
Okay. I'm sorry, Artemisia. When Jim moved up and to the side, did you want to move somewhere, or are you going to hold? You are now the only person who is still at the doorway of this thing. Do you want to hold that position, or do you want to move?
I think I will hold the position for now in case somebody tries coming from another direction.
Okay.
Also, I'm not sure what Elijah is going to be doing, and as he always says,
none of us are.
Don't get in my firing solution.
That's right. Okay, so
and Purgatory is up.
I was about to say, I'm just looking down at my little giant badger figure. Purgatory charges in and attacks the Manticore. All right. We're now in the melee phase.
Matt, out of curiosity, which way does the badger charge? Does he charge towards the illusion wall and do what we did, or does it turn right?
Oh, well, that's a good question.
It would smell the Manticore.
Actually, you know what? What it does is it goes up to the decision point, and then it stops and it starts looking one way, and then the other. And what's happening is that it looks to the right, and it sort of shakes its head, but then it starts sniffing, and every time it starts sniffing, it starts to move to this wall. Only then it sees the wall and it looks back over here, and then it starts sniffing again and turns this way.
Okay.
But it doesn't actually, indecision paralyzes it. All right, the Manticore is going in.
That is one mutant-looking badger mini.
Yes.
Fire badger.
Back in the days
He's seen
of
some rough days.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some croc scales going there.
Yeah.
Well, that was the 3rd edition dire animal thing. They put horns and stuff growing out of everything. All right, the in melee, Thibodeau is not in melee. Everybody who is in that melee, I believe, shares a dexterity of 14.
Actually, Muriel has
Lethe.
15. Or Lethe, not Muriel. Lethe has 15.
Has a 15. I thought somebody beat the 14s.
Yep.
I did. I just waited for Tovak last time.
Okay, that's why. All right, so
Reasonable.
Lethe, what do you do?
I'm going to take a swing at the Manticore.
Okay.
17.
Nice.
Okay, so let's
What level are you?
3rd.
Let's see. That's AC 1. Nice.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right, so here's the way that things are set up right now is the three of you guys fighting the Manticore, and then beyond that, over in the other corridor, we have got Purgatory, Confused, and then we have the hallway folks over there, and then Artemisia is back at the entranceway. So here's the...
Lethe did 5 points of damage. Maxed out.
Okay.
Bam.
Bang your head!
The gods are proud of you.
All
Heavy
right.
metal music starts playing.
Thanks to
Where's that
Jester.
coming from?
You were supposed to be a good influence on us. The other way.
Things have changed a little bit since the new deity realignment. It's possible we shifted to a slightly different quantum universe when we returned from that other plane.
Yeah, really, it's not
Just a
the
sliver
same.
It's not quite the same. It's a little different.
Who stepped on the butterfly?
Totally.
But it's way cooler here.
Oh!
I'm growing my hair. Okay. All right. So yeah, you swing, you smash it with the mace, and then we go to the 14s. So going from my left to right, Ala, what do you do? We mute our microphone and talk.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, I'm unmuted. And then I was like, no, it's the other way around. It's going to hit AC -1.
Oh,
Yeah, I bet you had me at negative. You did just fine. What's your damage?
Oh, God. I can't find my weird ass D8 at the right moment. Okay, here we go. 6 points of damage.
All right.
Not my best. I'm sorry, guys.
But
Sorry.
more than Lethy's max. So
that actually is my best.
all right. Then Artemisia.
Okay.
Oh, you're not okay. No, you're not in the melee yet.
Yeah.
You're still back watching. So Rikestric, you are in the melee,
I hit armor class 1,
and that is still a hit.
and I did 6 points of damage, which is my best.
All right.
Where's your wooden stick?
It's back with the wizard, which I hope to survive long enough to rectify.
All right. So there's you guys attack, and then the Manticore, who is moving a little more slowly than you guys, but it claws twice at Rikestric, hits you twice.
Damn. Too late for the stick. Don't lose your head now.
You take 2 hit points of damage.
Don't worry about it.
Claw heads.
I'll totally use this weird potion on you.
And then it's going to bite. It's going to bite Tovak. And it bites Tovak. And does 6 points of damage to Tovak with the bite.
That potion's all you.
And then it still has spikes. And it's going to go ahead and unleash all the spikes
Ouch.
at Tovak as well.
Catch him, Tovak.
You
All
pissed Matt off somehow, didn't you?
We can use him for chopsticks.
It's a...
The Manticore's trying to make hors d'oeuvres out of Tovak.
What is your armor class?
It's 1.
Okay. Actually, it's only going to throw 3 of them at you. Okay, that's 2. 2 misses.
Whew. It's not too bad.
God, and 3 misses. Okay, so it misses you. 3 toward Tovak. I mean, sorry, not Tovak. Lethe.
That guy. Yeah.
What's your armor class, Jim? Lethe.
Lethe, 2.
Okay.
Jim, you're muted. Other Jim, Wampler.
Sorry.
Oh my God. Okay, it misses you twice.
I like that bell
There's
curve.
a hit. All right. You take a hit point of damage.
He caught that spike in his teeth.
God.
Right? Matt, I think you're doing a fine job.
I know you do, Steven. At least that's the one thing I do hold dear to my heart is that if I'm totally screwing up, that at least I have your support, your 100% support behind my awful dice rolling. So
I think this is going well for you.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah.
I'm. It's amazing.
All right. That's the melee. We go to movement. So anybody who's in Thibodeau, are you moving?
I'm basically watching to the east.
Okay. So you're keeping an eye on the corridor.
Do I if my intention is to lean into that wall so that my head and arms are on the other side, do I have to do that now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I do.
Okay. Then Lethe, you retreating or staying where you are?
Staying where I am.
Tovak?
Retreat.
I want to get behind him and try to cut off his tail on my turn. That's my plan.
Okay.
No.
A lot of damage.
I'm leaning in the room, right?
Yeah.
When I see her do that, I start screaming, "Don't do that!"
Oh, okay.
Watch it. He wants to keep that tail. Makes good soup bone.
Okay. Okay, I'll just stay here. No, you don't keep taking shots to my face.
All right. Lethe, any movement?
Nope.
Okay.
As long as Tovak doesn't look like he's about to fall over.
No, not anytime soon.
That's what I didn't think so.
Artemisia, any movement?
Waiting on Elijah to cast that spell.
Okay. Okay, that's the movement. And then we go to... Okay, so anyone can switch out weapons or anything like that. Then we go to spells and missiles. Thibodeau, any missiles?
Negative. Watching all.
Elijah, it's all you. What do you do?
Leaning through the wall, web. I'm going to drop a web so that it gets the back 2/3 of him, so I don't catch any party members or their weapons.
Okay.
So his head will still be out, and his forepaws. I'm hoping to get him.
No spikes.
No spikes. And if he thinks he's getting attacked from behind, I hope he just starts fucking trying to free himself instead of attack those guys.
Okay. Works perfectly. Webs, mystical webs spring out from the 2 side walls, reach out, spiral, tangle, and otherwise trap him just the way that you wanted it to do. You just can't find a clump of dog hair when you're looking for one, though. So okay. We're just gonna have to
on the carpet.
We're just gonna have to use our imagination.
What?
I know,
Come
right?
on.
But so we'll all imagine that Manticore is covered in webs, and
when we're done, give me your mailing address. I'm gonna send you a can of silly string.
Yeah, and I can send you plenty of cat hair.
I was waiting for you to say that you were going to send me some dog hair, Jim. But
just like a good box of animal hair.
I'll picked up on exactly how that would work. Okay, and cat hair. I don't think cat hair would do it, frankly.
Too short.
Yeah.
Now with that attitude, let me tell you.
Oh.
I will. Next time, I will prep a nice, good chunk of it just to show you what I deal with on a regular vacuuming basis.
No, I mean,
Matt's gonna get this 1 foot cube box full of cat hair.
There we go.
Dog hair located.
Foster this.
Damn.
That is so much dog hair so fast. I'm just baffled.
He just rubbed the carpet.
See, this is because you said
Holy
what you deal
cow.
with, on a basis, with your cats. This is what just happened to be lying around nearby from my dog.
Jeez.
Bringing in grass too from the outside, as you can see.
I have never been in a game in 30 years where pet hair smack talk. This is good.
First time for everything.
Somehow, Jim, I am unsurprised that this is the first game where this has come up.
All right, so there we've got our
That's rough.
our Manticore, and for those who want to get the really
Action shot.
awesome action shot of the whole
It's
thing.
kind of blurry from the top, so it's probably good to do it from the side angle. Yes.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, that's
boy.
perfect.
Shot. Nice.
All right, so there we are. Yes, well done, Jim. You posed a great shot.
Fix your wagon.
Yeah, somebody screenshot that one. That's a good one. All right. So the spell goes off. Then we move into if nobody else has any spells or missiles, then we're going to go into the melee phase, which allows now it is still able to reach you guys, but if you want to, you can step back. First of all, you can go ahead and attack in the melee thing. So who's the fastest in that melee? Looks like Lethy.
Lethy.
Yeah.
14. What's its armor class?
4.
Armor class.
Exactly what I needed.
Okay, that's a hit. Roll damage.
4 points.
Okay, it's looking very badly hurt. Not quite dead yet. Move on to Tovak.
Get it, Tovak.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best. Let's see. That's going to be for AC 4.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Everybody's hitting it right on the nose this time. That's what it is.
Another 6 points of damage.
And Tovak steps up
I told you he's not the first one of you I killed.
and slays the Manticore.
All right.
You know, if you cut its tail off, you could use that as a spiked club.
Oh, well,
Or
I was thinking
soup.
about spices. Yeah, I think it'll be a really spicy soup.
There you go.
She just wanted to spike the soup.
Oh,
Nice.
you think this would make a good
Lefty
gumbo,
steps
Thibodeau?
up, kicks it in the teeth, skull fucks it, paints war paint with its blood on her face and
Wow.
says, "You've been thunder fisted, bitch."
Super metal.
Whoa,
Yeah!
whoa,
I just
calm
wanted to
down
rip
there,
bones.
sister.
So we haven't ever had a doppelganger check password yet, have we?
So I think this is black metal.
So
I'm pretty
Lefty's
sure.
gonna collect the tail spikes to make a dog collar of tail spikes for herself.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So the first thing is that the Manticore itself gives the party 800 experience points to divide.
Woo!
Cool.
But Lethy's first offering to Metalis, the god of deeds, also causes everyone in the party to gain an additional 25 experience points as a result of how metal the victory was. So Artemisia,
Nice.
we're looking for pre-preparation here or contracts from your god that would also get more bonuses like that.
Cool.
Jim's got an easy one there. That was
That was pretty metal.
It's
And
Well, we
Yeah,
are
we're gonna
mapping
collect
this
those bits.
room. Maybe that
yeah,
would help.
you're mapping this room. We're collecting bits because Dr. Omnibus Mike wants them, and the gumbo is going to to be delicious.
Is
Gumbo,
there
we got
anything else in this room, like a
Yeah, we have-
nest or anything like that?
Treasure. Psh. The treasure is the friendship we made along the way.
What?
Wow. Everybody's bucking for those bonus XPs.
Applaud you. All right.
Wampler, what's the doppelganger word? I don't even know any of you anymore.
Hey, you're the one that they were saying they don't know you anymore.
Hey.
You do see that there is a sort of a treasure chesty thing over. It's in the webs, but you can, cut your way through to it. A treasure chest looking.
We just need a small hole because our treasure chesty guy is pretty tiny.
He said chesty.
Nope, Thibodeau's not a doppelganger.
Nope, that's our guy.
So Thibodeau works his way up over to it. You check it. There are no traps on it, and it is also not locked.
Turn it towards them before opening.
I'm out.
All right, so
fire dungeon.
That was great. Okay, so Rekestric dives for the door just as Thibodeau turns the chest around. Everybody else sees the chest open up to reveal a couple, sort of a collection of different things. It contains 4 sets of ordinary street clothes.
Disguises, okay.
Exactly. There are also 2 Tengu masks that are way higher quality than the ones that you guys have sort of cobbled together.
I'm definitely getting one.
There are some various documents there.
Ooh, get them for her.
And so Thibodeau sort of takes a quick riffle through those. One of them is a permit to enter this area, which certifies that you are a member of the Lich Guard.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
who gets that?
Well, the paperwork is going to go to her, but we're going to make copies.
Who is the her?
Another cleric.
Artemisia?
One that needs paperwork.
Well, that does look like something where some pre-preparation might be involved. So, there is also a draft on a moneylender that would allow you to collect 500 gold pieces.
Oh, cool.
There are 4 daggers.
Cool.
And there are about 3 weeks worth of rations.
Nobody in this party is interested in eating those.
Yeah, who wants them?
We got
is.
That's like processed
That's what
food.
peasants
Right
eat.
That's like processed food.
That's terrible for you.
These guys will eat free
Kill
range.
you.
That's right.
We've got free-range organic Manticore.
Exactly. Right.
Fresh or nothing.
Yeah, what's that
Dungeon
processed?
to table.
Yeah, no. Even Purgatory's not. Purgatory keeps following Tovak around, sniffing at Tovak's backpack.
Y'all
All right,
my
all right.
ass.
That's for the gumbo. You can eat it later with the rest of us.
Get back.
So, all right. So you've got that, and then so you turn now, looking this way, which is the the direction that Thibodeau has been looking. Oops. Talking about what you're seeing, and everyone's just seeing me. So we'll go over to... All right, so here is Thibodeau, who for just a moment was in really good focus. And
Back me up an inch.
all right, so it's usually the camera. The camera needs room. All right, so Thibodeau turns and looks forward.
You know how scary that is right there? Just look at that right there.
All right, well, if in terms of scary, so you're looking down the hallway, and now that you're
behind curtain number 1.
Yeah, exactly right.
now that you're a little further down the hallway, before you can see that if it goes up and makes a T-junction to the left and right.
Does that look like 2 doors, 2 left and right?
2 corridors.
Dude, are you painting those glyphs?
What?
Are you painting those glyphs?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So dope.
It is.
our
Damn it,
wall,
disappeared.
which would probably look better with.
Nah, we ain't got no light now.
Yeah. All right.
Need to put a flashlight down there so we can see it.
Just hold it there for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm dying. All right. So there's the end of the T-junction, and then corridors go to the left and right. And since it is 8 o'clock, you guys can explore what is further down the hallway. Next week, because we are going to game next week, but then after that, we're going to an alternating pattern with the 5th edition group, so that I'm only running one game each week, because 2 is just getting to be too much.
Bummer.
So.
All right.
Well, better not to burn out.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you, everybody who stuck around. We have 15 people watching us.
Do we really?
Nice.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Hey,
Definitely.
cut and paste. Everything on Facebook. Y'all get it.
That's right. Share the link and all that good stuff.
Yeah. I put it on 8 different places.
I put it on my Twitter account.
Thank you very much for watching, and we will see all of the original D&D fans that are watching this next week.
So metal.
Let me switch back to my thing. That's right. Watch to see Lethy's new metal developments and Artemisia's new.
Increasing horror.
Be prepared.
Yeah.
Insane one, halfling.
Can Elijah go 2 games without fireballing somebody?
I'm
Oh,
so
no.
proud of my
It's a miracle.
future corrupted fellows.
It doesn't take much.
So it sounds like next week is going to be a good time, everybody, and we will see you later. Thank you for watching. Imagine the hell out of it.